Hi everybody, welcome to Math 110. My name is Mr. Chen and I will be your instructor for this class. I want to thank you so much for watching the 110 Welcome and Syllabus video. In this video, I will show you how to do a basic navigation of D2L, going over the syllabus, going over your first week assignment called the syllabus quiz, and I will discuss how you will proceed in this online class. So normally, when you click on our class, this page is the announcement page. Student will get a weekly announcement, basically saying what topic is being covered and what are the graded assignment being due. And my contact info is actually listed down here towards the bottom of this announcement. So to get to our class, on the top left-hand corner, click on the word content. Once you click on content, okay, under the table of content, everything all the topical every week is actually divided up into topics. Okay, so once you click on table content, you get to see the entire course. So we will come back talk about the welcome week and the course information here just in a little bit. So for any given week, basically the way how students proceed is for any given week, you'll be given a lecture handout, lecture videos in YouTube or MP4. You're gonna have your homework and you're gonna have your Dropbox. Okay. So what students do every week is print or copy down the lecture handout. So let's use this one for example. Click on the lecture handout. If you do not have a printer, please make sure you copy down everything on the lecture handout. If you do have a printer, scroll down a little bit, click on download, download this Word document, and actually print this lecture handout from the Word document, basically. Once you copy down what's on the handout or printed out the lecture handout, then you can begin to watch the lecture videos, okay? So basically, if I click on the video right here, the lecture handout is basically kind of empty. So you student use the handout to take notes while watching the lecture video. So whatever I write inside the lecture video, please write them down, okay, on the lecture handout that you printed or you copy it down. So when you get done watching your lecture videos and taking notes of what's on the video, then you can begin to work on your homework. So there are videos in YouTube format or an MP4, depends on depends on whether your computer allow you to use YouTube or not. Then you can begin to work on your homework. Some homework has computer portion only. Some homework has both computer and a handwritten portion. So when student run into a topical homework that has both computer and handwritten portion, please first print or copy down what's on the handwritten portion. So this topic number 5 starts with question number 2. So that means on the handwritten portion. So that means question number 1 will be on the computer portion. So go ahead and print it out or copy it down what's on the handwritten portion of the homework, and then open your computer portion of the homework and then actually go back and forth between the two portions to complete your homework. So question number 1 is actually on the computer portion. So question number 2 and question number 3 is on the handwritten portion. So over here, all you got to enter is handwritten. Okay, so for the handwritten portion, you just type in handwritten here. Make sure the notes that you took and the handwritten portion of homework is all going to be written, not typed. It got to be handwritten. So let's go back. So when student run into a topical homework that has both computer and a handwritten portion, please first open the handwritten portion and then open the computer portion and do both portion at the same back and forth to complete the homework, okay? Because I actually grade both portion at the same time. So once you complete the homework, let me click right here. Once you complete the homework, then towards the bottom, there are drop boxes for the handwritten portion of the homework, just like the topic number 5. So basically what students do is once you finish the handwritten portion of the homework and in the computer portion of the homework, submit the computer portion and then take pictures, okay, use a mobile device, okay, of the handwritten portion and then upload them into this Dropbox. So if you click on the Dropbox, it's simply looking for attachments, basically. So So for this week, there are handwritten Dropbox for the topic 5A, okay, homework handwritten portion. Every week, students are required to turn in one topical notes that you took. The name of the Dropbox tell you which topic you're supposed to turn in. So for this week, students will be taking notes and watch lecture videos for topic 5 through 8, but you will only need to turn in topic number 7 notes, okay? Otherwise, it just be a lot of pictures, okay? So I don't want it to be too much on the students. So please only turn in the notes, okay? Please only turn in notes that says on the name of the Dropbox. So for this week, topic number 7. So if we go to next week, you're gonna see exactly the same thing. Lecture handouts that you can print or copy down, lecture videos in YouTube and MP4, your homework assignments, okay, some has both computer and handwritten portion, some just have handwritten portion. You're gonna have your drop boxes for the handwritten portion, and then this week, you will only need to turn in topic 14 notes that you took. So basically, that's how students proceed every week. Um, so in case students fall behind on the course, okay, every homework assignment has start date, end date, and excuse me, start date, due date, and end date. Please try to complete your homework every week on time. If there are some homework missing, student can make it up at any time during the semester, as long as student make it up by the end date of the course. But be very careful. There are some graded homework, excuse me, graded assignment counted for weekly attendance. So let's say a student cannot complete any of the homework this week, but please at least turning the notes taken, turning this graded assignment, because this graded assignment will be counted for the attendance for the week. So please, if you do fall behind a little bit, you can make it up your assignment at any given time of the semester. Just try not to pile too many of them. Otherwise, it's too much due toward the end. Let us fast forward to June 30 to July 7. All right, this is your Independence Day week, so there's no assignment due this week. So this is also a very good week for students to catch up on any work, any late work, or anything that's missing. All right, move to the very last week of class. Last week we will cover topic 29, and this week also gonna have a final exam. So please watch the exam review before you attempt the final exam. And final exam has both computer and handwritten portion. So please print or copy down what's on the handwritten portion first, and then open the computer portion and do both portion back and forth to complete your final exam. So the very last week, your final exam will be counted for your attendance. So here's the Dropbox. All right, before I go over the course information, attendance verification, let me just talk a little bit about some of these things up here. All right, discussion. There's only one discussion so far this class, which is under the Welcome Week attendance verification. Simply just introduce yourself to the class. Assignment, if you click on assignment directly, it will take you to all the drop boxes, and the note-taking drop boxes and all the handwritten portion of the Dropbox. If you click on quizzes, that will take you straight to all the homework, okay? All the computer portion of the homework. All right, if you click on grades, which I'm not gonna click on, when I click on grades, it look different than when you click on it. When you click on grades, you're gonna see a number on the top left-hand corner, and that number is your overall grade. And then below it is the breakdown of every single assignment that has been graded. So you should be able to know your grades throughout the semester. And throughout the semester, because I will keep updating your grades um when students turn in work on time or turn in the makeup work, I will grade your work weekly. All right, online tutoring. Click on right here. You can make appointment for online tutoring. If for some reason you cannot get up with me, if you need some help, cannot get up with me, online tutoring is available. All right, let's go back to course information. So if you click on course information, okay, these are information that you will need throughout the semester. So my contact information is actually listed under about your instructors. I also list them right here under the syllabus. So we'll go over the syllabus here in a little bit. If my office hour change, I will update them right here as well. As far as right now, I'm not sure what my office hour is yet, but I will update them. my office phone number, my email, and my Google Voice text message. So if you do have questions or concern about the problems you're working on, you can always email me, or you can just take a picture and text it to me. Okay, so I can give you some sort of feedback as far as what you're struggling with. Additional information that you need throughout the semester. So this video show you just an example of how to upload the note taking and the homework handwritten portion. Basically, the idea is taking pictures of what you wrote on paper and then upload them directly into your straight into the Dropboxes. How to use graphical equation? A lot of questions student a lot of homework questions will require student to use graphical equation to enter mathematical symbols. So at the end of this video, I will show you how to use some graphical equation for a little bit. How to view assignment feedbacks for every question that you got it wrong, I do provide a video feedback. So this video show you where you need to click to find those video feedbacks for your homework assignments. How to check for missing assignments. So if you do have quite a few homework assignments that are missing, this video show you where you need to go to check for the missing assignments. If you're a new student and never use student NETC email or student self-service, this video will show you where you need to go to log into your student NETC email and your self-service. A student self-service is basically where students' academic record is being kept. So things like your grades, your transcripts, your financial aid information, and such is actually it's actually stored inside the student self-service. All right, this welcome video is also right here. All right. In this class, student will not need to purchase textbook. We use this open education resource textbook as for reference. So you can click on it and then you can view some of the things that are used for reference. But there's no need to purchase a textbook. Normally, students just print or copy down with some lecture handouts and watching lecture videos and do homework and turning the notes taken and homework. Okay, that's pretty much it. All right, technology requirements. In this class, we do need a graphing calculator. So if you do not have a graphing calculator, please see if your family or friends have a graphing calculator you can borrow, or you can try this Calc 84 app. This app is probably the closest graphing calculator app that I can find. All right, academic integrity and use of AI. So up here is your academic dishonesty and honesty statements. Use of AI. I meant to update this. I do apologize. I did not update it. The use of AI. Let me pull it up real quick. Hang on 1 second. I'm just copy it. All right, the use of AI in this course is permitted. Please read up on this. So basically, in our class, AI generated answer or AI generated work is actually technically not students' own original thought. So it's actually going to be counted as incorrect. So students who use AI to generate any sort of answers or work and then enter them for homework or final exam will only be given partial credit because it will be counted as incorrect. All right, netiquette, please read up on the netiquette. And here are the two links that you can actually check it out for netiquette. So let me go back up here towards the attendance verification and welcome week. What's under the attendance verification is the same as the welcome week. It's the same thing. So we will come back here, talk about your syllabus quiz at the end of this video. And basically, the other thing student need to do for the welcome week or attendance verification is introduce yourself to the class. So let's go over the syllabus real quick for additional information. So my contact information is already listed in D2L. All right, this class is an online class. Course description, this is the topic that we will cover in this class. I will check everybody's prerequisite for this class. Required materials. So we are required to use D2L. We are required to use the open education resource textbook called the OpenStats. Again, Student will not need to purchase this textbook. The link is already posted in D2L. And of course, graphing calculator is required for this class. Here are the course objective and the learning outcome of this class. Course requirements. So for the topic within each week, student will first print or copy down the lecture handout, like I mentioned earlier, watch the lecture videos and take notes on the lecture handouts, complete both portions of the topical homework, upload the homework handwritten portion into the correct Dropbox, and please make sure you upload the handwritten portion into the correct Dropbox, because there are several Dropboxes. So if you put it in the wrong spot, just reload them into the correct one. No, there's no big deal. And select the topical lecture notes that you took into the correct Dropbox. So once again, the name of the Dropbox tell you which notes you need to turn in that week. Not all of them, just one specific one. So name of the Dropbox will tell you which notes that you need to upload into the D2L. Here are our graded assignments for this class. All right, additional information on the homework. All topical homework are posted in D2L. The questions are on both the computer and on paper, which is a handwritten portion and a computer portion. If a topical homework has both computer and a handwritten portion, students are required to first print or copy down the handwritten portion and then open the computer portion next. Once the handwritten portion is printed or copied and the computer portion is open, students will go back and forth between the two portions to complete the homework. After completing both portions, student will first submit the computer portion and then upload the handwritten portion into the correct Dropbox. Both portions will be graded at the same time. So if the handwritten portion is not uploaded after the computer portion is graded, then all the handwritten portion will have to be counted as incorrect. Okay, so what's going to happen a lot of times is students who are falling behind will only submit the computer portion first, but not upload the handwritten portion of that same topic. So every Monday when I begin to grade your homework, I will actually be looking for both handwritten and a computer portion. So if I see the computer portion but not the handwritten portion, I automatically is gonna count all those handwritten portion as incorrect. So if students are not ready to submit both portions, then do not submit either one. You can just make it up later on, but do not try to submit one portion and say, hey, I did my homework. But no, because majority of the homework is actually on the handwritten portion, so that doesn't really count. It serves student there's serve no purpose of submitting half of a homework but not the other half where most of the points are located. So let me mention this one more time. If students are not ready to submit both portions, then do not submit neither one. Okay, just leave it and then just submit the computer portion or upload the handwritten portion whenever you are ready to do both. Okay, because student can make it up the work any time of the semester. But once I see the computer portion is submitted, I will be grading that computer portion. Okay, so if I see the computer portion submitted but not the handwritten portion, I'm just gonna assume you're not interested in uploading the handwritten portion, so I will just go ahead and grade it. All right, the grades for the handwritten portion will be entered within the computer portion. That's the reason why I need both portion. So if the handwritten portion is uploaded after the computer portion is graded, then the instructor will not go back and grade the handwritten portion. I will just automatically already count it as incorrect. So please remember to upload the handwritten portion right after submitting the computer portion. All the homework only has one attempt and no homework grade will be dropped under any circumstances. All right, earlier I mentioned that there are selected topical lecture notes each week for students to take while watching lecture videos. Students are required to handwrite the notes. Okay, so for the handwritten portion of the homework and the notes taken, it got to be handwritten. It cannot be typed. Okay, if it's typed, then I automatically count everything as incorrect. Okay, you only get partial credit for it. So students are required to handwrite the notes and upload the notes into the correct Dropbox. Student will write your name. Please write your name and the date that you watch the lecture video on the top right-hand corner of every page you are going to upload into the Dropbox. Okay, weekly submission of the note taken will be counted for attendance. So some graded assignment count for attendance, some don't. Note taken every week count for attendance. Final exam will also be counted for attendance for the very last week of class. So final exam has both portions. Okay, so please make sure you watch the 110 exam review before you attempt the final exam. So for the final exam, please print or copy down what's on the handwritten portion of the exam and then open the computer portion and go back and forth and do the both portion. Okay, just like the homework, basically. Here are departmental grading rubric for the computer portion and the handwritten portion. As I mentioned earlier, all the AI generated answer or work, doesn't matter if it's correct or not, it's automatically gonna be partial. So a lot of students ask, how do I know? How do I know whether? How does instructor know I'm using the AI? Because most of the time the AI generated answer does not really have anything to do. The AI generated work does not have anything to do with what we are doing in class in the lecture video. So that's how I can tell. Plus I can tell, many students have the exact the same work that does not pertain to what is being taught on the lecture video. So that's obviously come from somewhere, come from the AI. All right. The use of AI tool statement is also listed right here. All right, the course outline. So the table of content in D2L is basically the same thing as here, the outline. So please follow the outline as close as you can. Okay, what's bolded here are the graded assignment that come for your weekly attendance. Okay, so please follow this as close as you can. Oh, this week should not be here. I will fix this. There's a little mishaps here, but I will fix it before I upload this. Attendance policies for no-shows. So if a student does not complete the syllabus quiz after the first week of class begins, the student will be marked as a no-show. That simply means student never show up for class and will be dropped on the course. So for students who are dropped for no-show, then the student is not responsible. It's not financially responsible for the course. If a student does submit a syllabus quiz, then the student is bound by the following attendance requirement. Students are encouraged to speak with the instructor for guidance if extenuating circumstances arise. To successfully complete the course, student must maintain a minimal attendance rate of 80%. This means that students are expected to actively participate in at least 80% of course activity, including, of course, the homework, the notes taken, and the final exam. So the following grade item will count for your weekly attendance. If student miss more than 3 of the following grade items, then student can be dropped from the course due to excessive absence. Okay. So here are what's count for attendance every week. So your syllabus quiz for the first week, and then topic 3, 7, 12, so on for the remaining of the semester, and the very last week is going to be your final exam for attendance. All right. If something happens where student need to withdraw from the course, student will receive a W. In a minute, I would tell you who student can contact who student can contact regarding to someone helping you withdraw from the course. All right. Please read up on the discussion etiquettes. Student with disabilities. If you do have document disability and require accommodation, please contact the Dean of Student Service. He or she will provide guidance regarding to official documentation of disability and or accommodation of needs. All right, here are your academic dishonesty and honesty statement again. FLPRA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act statement, basically saying that students' academic record is actually being protected by this federal law. So not just anybody can come up to the college or anyone work for the college and asking for students certain information about a students. All right, the very last page of the syllabus is the student support service available at the college. So the very last thing I want to mention is the student complaint process. So if something happened, who student need to file a complaint, please follow these 2 links for the student grievance process. Please read up on what's on these 2 links and follow the process appropriately. All right, let's take a look at your syllabus quiz real quick. So you can come to welcome week or attendance verification. Either one is the same thing. All right, question number 1 on the syllabus quiz. All right, by completing the syllabus quiz, I acknowledge and I will agree that I am registered for this course, plan to complete it and actively participate every week, and I will adhere to the instructor's schedule as outlined in the syllabus. So click on the first one if you do acknowledge the above statement. If for some reason you feel like you're being registered a wrong class, okay, or you're not meant to intend to take this class, click on please do not submit a syllabus quiz, just exit out and let me know and I can drop you from the course, okay? Because if you feel like you're being misplaced into this class. All right, question number two. Question number two says, consider the following question. It'll be easier to write down the answer before entering inside the box below. A lot of your homework question has this instruction. So that simply means just write down your answer on a piece of paper before you enter it. A lot of your homework question will also say, please use the graphical equation when entering answers. So when it says that, please use the graphical equation. Otherwise, I'm not even going to read your answer. I'm just going to automatically count as incorrect. So to get the graphical equation, click on the plus sign, click on equation, click on graphical equation. So question number two has two parts. Each answer will be in its own graphical equation. Okay, so because if you type in too many lines of mathematical symbol, after you insert it, it may not even show up on your end. All right, so it's safer to type in one line to insert and click on insert, another line to insert in a separate graphical equation. So for number one, what is your best contact number? Please enter your best contact number. I will need your best contact number for two reasons. Number one, if a student fall behind in the course, I will actually reach out and is trying to figure out what's going on. Another reason I will need your contact number is for future registration purposes, for the following semester. All right, so once you type in your your best contact number, click on insert. And anywhere inside this white box, click on it and press enter. Let's go back in graphical equation for number two's answer. Number two, is the number you provided in number one, is it a cell, home, or work number? Tell me which one you provide me with and click on insert. All right, question number three, you can begin to copy this down. You may pause this video at any time to copy this down or enter them for question number three on your syllabus quiz. Question number three asks, what is the best practice when using D2L? So this is the first question. I'm actually testing student out whether they use the AI tool or not, because if you copy and paste this entire question into the AI, the answer is definitely going to be different than what I'm asking you to enter here. So the best practice for using D2L, please use a computer laptop instead of mobile device. Mobile device screen is real narrow, so a lot of times this person might not even show up. Some of my students use the mobile device to watch the lecture video, and then use a computer to do homework. Okay, either way, this mobile device is not as convenient as using an actual computer or laptop. Please use Google Chrome when you access D2L. Google Chrome is most compatible with D2L. Number three, make sure your computer laptop has a Word document, just because all the lecture handouts and then the handwritten portion of homework is all in Word documents. All right, please, and of course, please use graphical equation to enter answers when it's asking you to. So it's the check mark right here telling you that this answer has been saved. So if student cannot finish your homework, any homework in one sitting, you can simply just exit out of it and come back later. Okay, and then your answer will be saved. Question number four, what is the last day of class? So like I said, please just copy some of these. Starting with question number three, please just copy it down on paper or go ahead and enter into D2L while you're watching this video. I'm looking for the exact answer that I'm telling you. All right, so your last day of class is Sunday, August 3rd, 2025 at 11:30 p.m. After 11:30 p.m., this course will cut off from students, so that means students will no longer have access. So to check for your grades, you can please check your numerical and letter grades on your student self-service after this date. All right, question number 5. Some homework has both computer and handwritten portion. If the question are not on the handwritten portion, where are rest the questions? Got to be on the what? Got to be on the computer portion. Question number 6. Some homework has both computer and handwritten portion. Both portion will be graded at the same time. If the handwritten portion is not graded after the computer portion is graded, then all the handwritten portion will be counted as incorrect. All right, question number 7. Who can student contact about withdrawing from a class? Who can assist you from as far as withdrawing from a class? You may contact the enrollment center or the student service down in the same number. The operator will direct you to either enrollment center or student service. You can also contact your instructor using your student NETC email, detailing the message, or you can text me telling me something happened, I have to withdraw from the class. Then I can help you fill out the withdrawal form. All right, please copy this down. Question number 8. What are the 3 type of graded assignment in this class? Homework, note taken, and the final exam. Question number 9. Instructor will reply your detailed instant message and or email within 36 hours. So do my best with get back with you within 36 hours. If you do have homework questions, over the weekend, I will probably try to wait till Monday to answer that because it's hard for me to give feedback without having my computer in front of me. So, but I will try my best to give feedback because it's hard to write with the mouse basically while I give a feedback. Well, question number 10. All right, so here I will show you how to use how to enter some of these mathematical symbols. So once again, I am using a computer, so I have keyboard right here in front of me. Okay, so for number 1, let's click on the plus sign, equation, graphical equation. Let me slide this over. So number 1, so we are under the very first, so on the very top row here, we're under the first tab. All right, open and close parenthesis is right here. All right, comma, space, open close bracket is right here. Click outside of it, comma, space, open and close brace is right here. Okay, so that's number 1, insert. Anywhere inside this box, click on it and press enter. Let's do number 2. Let's go back in, plus sign, equation, graphical equation. All right, open parenthesis, close bracket, open parenthesis. So let's use our keyboard, Shift 9, space. All right, for open parenthesis, close bracket is right above, slightly towards the left side of the enter button on your keyboard, comma, space. Infinity sign is right here, comma, space. This symbol is called the union symbol, okay, which is right here. All right, number 3. All right, fraction along with the exponent. So when it comes to entering fraction, do not use a slash. Every time one says slash, that's automatically, counted as incorrect. We have a fraction bar in graphical equation. Please use fraction bar. 3, letter X, a regular letter X on your keyboard. Exponent is right here, the superscript. All right, click on the denominator. 4y, exponent to the 3rd power. So the cursor right now is on the exponent, so you can use the right arrow key on your keyboard to place a cursor right next to the fraction bar, or you can click right next to the fraction bar, comma, space. X plus 1 whole thing squared. So start with open close parenthesis, x plus 1. All right, place a cursor right behind the parenthesis, then the exponent squared. All right, next one, number 4. All right, not equal to. So go to this symbol is called not equal to. Go to the second tab, top left hand corner, a box with a slash over it. All right, but equal sign is right here or on your keyboard. Not equal to, comma, space, letter F, a regular letter F. Let's go back to the first tab. Open close parenthesis, F of X. All right, comma, space. Cube root of x squared. So this is a square root. This is anything higher than a square root, right below it. cube root of letter x raised into the second power. All right, number 5. Student would enter a lot of these choose symbol toward the end of semester. Okay, so let me show you. If you forget, just make sure you ask. So I'll remind you where to go to find these symbols. All right, number 5. Log with the base 2 of x. So on the top row here, go to this tab at the very end. Log, this one, with some sort of base 2 of the letter x, comma, comma space. All right, this one is ln, natural log, ln, so right here. Not in, it's an ln, lowercase l in the end. Voila, that's it. All right, so when you're ready, just submit this syllabus quiz. So throughout the semester, we will keep, I will keep in touch. So if you do have questions or concern about your what you're working on, you can always message me in D2L. You can email me, or you can just simply text me to my Google Voice number, and I will do my best to provide you with the feedback. Okay, so it would be a lot easier, if if students asking specific questions, you cannot just say, well, I don't understand topic 13. Well, then I'll be asking, what don't you understand? Okay. So after watching the lecture videos and taking the notes, if you do have questions with what we cover on the lecture videos, or you got any question about the homework, just make sure you ask specific questions. If you do want to meet with me in person, we can always meet in Zoom. So my Zoom link is already posted toward down here in the bottom of the announcement page, and along with the passcode. All right. So we'll keep in touch throughout the semester, and the best luck to everybody. Thank you for watching the syllabus and welcome videos.